Hello everyone, this is Matt from Real World Review, and today we're going to replace the screen on the iPhone 11. So the tools that you're going to need are going to be a PH000, a Pentalobe 2-bit, a Y000, a razor blade of some sort, a pick of some sort, and some heat. So for this repair, we already have the metal frame attached to the screen, as well as the adhesive to make it water resistant again, or at least try to. So we're going to grab the P2, the Pentalobe driver, and we're going to remove the bottom two screws. Then we're going to add some heat around the edges of the phone for a little bit. Then we're going to grab the razor blade and kind of lift up on the frame like shown, so then we can get a pick inside that area. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use that pick to cut through the adhesive around the edges, starting with the right side, and then we're going to cut down on the bottom side, and then go up on the left side. Then we'll go back to the right side again, and then we'll get to the top and kind of lift up like this. And once the top is loose, we can lift up the screen over to the right side like shown. Next thing we're going to do is grab the Y000 bit and we're going to remove all these screws so then we can remove this little metal panel. Next we're going to unplug the LCD and digitizer cables, and then we're going to unplug the top speaker cable right here. Now with that Y000 bit, you want to remove the top left screw, and then we want to go to the PH000 bit and remove the remaining 3 screws. Once that's done, the speaker will flip over like this. Then you have to remove this little metal piece right here. And then we can remove the rest of this cable. So what I like to do is lift up where one of the cameras is, this little plastic piece. If you lift it up enough, this sensor will lift up, but you want to be very careful not to rip that sensor. So once that's out, you want to lift up this light bar very carefully, making sure to get under it instead of in between it, or else you could break that piece. Once those are both loose, the microphone should kind of loosen up like this, and you can just take it out. Now make sure to evaluate the new screen and the old screen. This one doesn't have this little cover over these little points right here, so we're going to take that off and we're going to move it on to the new screen. Next, I'm going to remove all this adhesive, and then we're going to put in this little speaker area. So mine was a little bit weird, but all you got to do is just fit those pieces in, and then we're going to put this little metal piece back over the light bar sensor. And then we're going to flip over the speaker and start putting in the screws. So grab that PH000 bit and put in these 3 screws. I don't know what happened with the right side, but for some reason it didn't have an anchor on the screen. Then once we're done with those, you grab the Y000 bit and put in that last screw. So normally on iPhones, what we want to do is we want to program the new screen with the old screen's code. That generally moves Face ID and the ambient light sensor over to the new phone, and it also might fix the whole thing where it says that it's not an original Apple screen, even though it could be. So you can refer to the iPhone XR video to kind of show you how to do that, but pretty much what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description when I'm able to find these things, so then you can actually program the screen, because right now I don't have one. Now back to the video. Now what we're going to do is remove this adhesive. Mine was pretty fine, so I could have reused it, but for this video, I'm going to show you how to remove it and how to apply it again. So once it's all removed, make sure it looks clean, and then we can just pull this off. And we want to line up the new adhesive with the front cameras, and then everything else should kind of line up as well. Once it's lined up, you want to add pressure around the edge of the phone to make sure that it's sitting on there properly, and then we can just remove the protective piece. Now we can put the screen on, starting with the top speaker area, and then we can plug in the LCD and digitizer cable on the bottom. Then we get this metal piece, put it back in there, grab the Y000 bit, and put in all the screws. Once all those screws are in, you can power on the phone to test and make sure that it's working, and it looks like it is, just the battery's dead. And then we can set the screen back on the phone. And the last thing you want to do is grab the P2 driver and put the bottom 2 screws in. And that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section or on Twitter at MattofRWR, and feel free to follow me on the social media listed above. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this, as well as some review videos, and hit that bell button so then YouTube actually reminds you when those videos do come out. Thanks for watching.